Sorry, just eating my breakfast. It's a little diet snack, I guess you could say. Even though I'm not on a diet, I don't know. I mean, they're good. There's nothing really in them. There's only like what I think 5 grams of sugar, but that's okay because I have to have at least 5 grams a day. Mm-hmm. There's no milk, no nuts, and just it's mostly made out of like 5% sugar and vegetables, believe it or not. But it doesn't taste like vegetables. To me, it tastes like a sweet. Well, yeah. Anyway, so I just want to make sure the camera's okay. My God, it looks like I'm a floating head because my shirt is camouflaged. What's up, everyone? John the Ruler here, and I want to make a very, very quick video. Hopefully, if it doesn't cut off, if it does, then I'll just make it another day. But it's regarding to an old video from like nearly close to a year ago. So I'm sure you guys know that if you've seen the video series, me and my family last July went on a vacation to Algonquin. Well, you see, the thing is, what you guys don't know is that a lot actually happened during the process of that vacation that I think I should address on camera. And I will be ashamed of some of the things that have happened because I've had to take mandatory actions as well. No, I did not try to kill anybody. I don't want anyone to think that. I don't want the YouTube bots to think that. Sorry, guys. My leg is just super itchy right now. I don't know why it's so itchy. Okay, now that that nightmare is over. Okay, now it's the other one. My God. Okay. Anyways. So yeah, you guys are aware that I went on a vacation with my family last July of 2024. Well, as I was just trying to say, a lot happened during the process that I want to talk about on camera. Now, before I do explain, I want to explain why I even want to tell you guys this story. Number one, because I still to this day think it's unfair. And number two, it's actually partially one of the reasons why I carry a grudge with my mother. Because lately you guys have been seeing it, a few hints at it. Me and my mom have been not getting along for the last 2 months like we did originally. Like, if you don't believe me, I mean, take a look at these clips. Like, you see, like, those are the times we used to have. Nowadays, it's not really like that, especially over the last few Driving to Success videos, especially the most recent one I uploaded. It's like, I don't know what's been going on. I don't know why we've been fighting so much, but I partially think it could be because of this. So I'm going to get to it. So it all began around March, last month, March. Now we are March of 2025. So it's basically a year ago that they all started. Around March of 2024, my sister called me and my family in for our own little urgency meeting, or emergency meeting, you could call it. So we were in the living room, and she shows me this, I guess, slideshow of Florida, and she's like saying she wants to go to Florida with a slideshow, which I kind of highly see as a little childish, despite the fact that we're not really like colleagues of hers. Like, you don't usually do that with family. You do that with, like, I don't know, your team members, your colleagues, your boss. Like, not with your own family. Like, the fuck. I don't know. Anyways, so with that being said, at first we had the idea that maybe it was a good idea, but then half of the month went by. Yeah, half of the month. So it's like midway in March now. my grandmother, because of her health, at the time her stomach was really bad, we couldn't unfortunately leave too far away from home. Florida was, imagine by car. Car would be from here to Florida maybe 5 days to a week of driving. And by plane, well, I don't know because I've never really been to Florida, so it's just in general too far away. So we had to come up with an idea because we apparently really wanted to go on vacation. Well, the family did. I personally didn't. Even though, let's be honest, I did want to offer to take them, so I did. I told them, hey, what about Ottawa? And mom's like, no. So I just thought, okay, how about Toronto? And she's like, no. How about British Columbia? And she just told me she didn't want to go anywhere in Canada. So I thought to myself, Mom, it doesn't matter how the vacation is. As long as you're with each other, a vacation's a vacation. I offered to take them anywhere here in Canada because, look, my name's not Rockefeller Clinton. I do make a couple $1,000s, but all that money gets, like, either taken, not taken, my God, I don't get robbed. It gets split because I have partners, I have associates, like, I'm not a millionaire. Like, I wish my mom could understand that. And during the time, my marketplace was not as high as it is now. Like nowadays it's okay, but still some of the money I make goes to my partners. So with that being said, mom did not want to go anywhere in Canada. And it upsetted me. So I got upset at her and I told her, Mom, you're kind of being a little ungrateful. Your son's offering to take you on a vacation. Guys, I was willing to book the hotel and probably even pay for the food, possibly. I don't know. It was indecision at the time. But, anyways. So then mom came up with the idea of New Jersey. And then I just slapped her. Well, I didn't actually slap her, but I basically virtually slapped her because I looked at her like, Mom, if Yaya doesn't want to go to Florida, why would you think she would want to go to New Jersey? New Jersey is pretty much nearly just as far as Florida. By car from here to New Jersey would be about a 3-4 day drive. And by plane, maybe like 12 hours. So that's too far away from my grandmother. So then we had to come up with another idea, and that's when we came up with the idea of Algonquin. And that was the day, I'll be honest, our family almost split it apart because it was awful. My mom may not think that, but I do. So yeah, we came up with the idea of Algonquin because we used to go in the past. And unfortunately, here's the thing: we were looking for hotels, so we looked everywhere. We could not find any. And I told her, hey, if Algonquin doesn't go well, Canada I could still do. Mom started to get upset with me, telling me, I should just stop and just, like, either help her find a hotel or don't bother. So I did. I offered to look. I could not find any hotels in Algonquin. So I just went back to looking in Canada. Because, guys, be honest with me here. Does it really matter where at this point you go in the country, around the world? It shouldn't. When you're with family, a vacation is a vacation, even if you're doing a vacation in Ohio in a tent. It doesn't really matter. It's not that big of a deal. So with that being said, mom found a BMD, a BMD, a B&B, an Airbnb. But then the B&B came out to be very expensive because it's American currency, and for Canadian currency, it's like you have to use more of the Canadian to make just less of the American. So yeah, make that the next trade war. I'm just kidding. So that being said, mom then was this close to giving up, but then Christina looked. And then Christina found this hotel right by Algonquin and right next to our old hotel. Because we used to go in the past, and there was this hotel we used to go to when my grandfather was alive. And it was basically a walking distance next to it. So we thought, okay, perfect. I'll get Sherry and everything will go great. Yeah, that's when things really went downhill. I invited Sherry because she's my girlfriend. Like, she's the love of my life. I love her to death. Today's actually our 4-year anniversary. I'm going to be posting something for her in a little bit. But the thing is, guys, like, here's the thing. Christina, with her kind of little snotty attitude, offered to invite her friend, which you guys saw in the video. That guy is her friend, or I guess her boyfriend. I don't even fucking know anymore. And I thought to myself, oh, I mean, look, at first I thought maybe it would be fair. Because then I figured, why don't we just rent a van? And I even offered to help. I offered to give as much as I could. At the time, I didn't have a lot of money. I offered $300 to help with the van. And mom was pissed. Mom was pissed because she looked at me and said, I'm going to be paying for most of this shit. Why is it that you're only giving me $300? Honey, it's because that's all I fucking had. It's like she expected for me to be Mr. Rockefeller or Donald Trump and pull money out of my ass and give it to her as if money is an object. Like, I didn't understand her point. We were bickering about it, back and forthing it for like the whole time, from the start of March all the way till the vacation. And then my girlfriend, because here's the thing, I told her, okay, don't let Connor, I almost said his name, don't let the guy come, Christina's friend. And they all looked at me and said, no, because he's offering to pay under his dad's dime. That's the truth. His dad offered to pay for his share of the trip. So basically, with that being said, it's like, yeah, that's a bribe right there. He offered him more than we all did. And it's horse shit. It's like, I'm sorry that the dad, I guess, works more and has a better job. Me, I'm only 22 years old and I'm trying to kick my ass off. So, with that being the case, um, my girlfriend offered to give $600, but her sister, who's so fucking retarded, told her no, not happening. As if she runs her life, and it pisses me off. So after that, like, we were about to give up. Mom actually ended up starting to blame me for it. She's like saying, you could just give us more, but I really tried. I didn't have that much money. I was broke. I wasn't rich, I was broke. I had literally no money. I only had $300. Plus, I was going to give away my money to eat. Because that's the thing. In the United States, of course, I got to eat. Thank God, there was this little market that was right next to our hotel. Because if it wasn't for that market, I wouldn't have any food for 3 days. But because of that market, I had money. I had food. My bad. I had food. So, with that being said, it's like Mom just started to blame me. Then Christina started to blame me. And even Yaya started to blame me. The whole family started to blame me basically for something that I don't have the powers of God to do. I can't just do this and money is gonna appear. All I had was $300. That's all I could give. That's all I could give. And they all started blaming me for 3 days. For 3 days, we were back and forthing it. They would not see the problem. They wouldn't see what the hell was wrong with the situation. Then my girlfriend started to get upset, so I thought, you know what? I'm fucking done. I did something that I regret doing. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say this, but I'm gonna try to word it out without getting banned or demonetized. Basically, I left my wrapping upstairs. Fuck, because I wrapped my hand. Because I'll explain that another day. Um, I took I took necessary precautions, drastic measures. I attempted to disappear from the world. And it's something I regret doing because I know that it was wrong. But then again, it's like you have to understand when your whole family just blames you for something you can't control, that's like not fair. That's not fair because it's like I couldn't control my money at the time. Bills were expensive. Bills were expensive. Life was expensive. So it's like, I had my school, my driving school. I had to pay. I had to pay that 197 per what, a month, 2 months, something like that. I pay $400, 350 between that into my savings account. And yeah, okay, I could have used that, but me wasting my money on a vacation is not the thing for me. I couldn't because like I only save small little because I don't have that much money. That's something no one understands. So yeah, that's why I tried to disappear, and I regret it because even after that day, it's like Yaya knew, and she broke down. She broke down while my mother just rammed into my room and was bitching at me. and she thinks that she cares. That's not her showing me that she cares. That's her like being just a dick. Like, mom, if you watch this video, I'm sorry to say this, but like that's not how you help people through those problems. You see, mom's excuse is saying if you're willing to just do something as stupid as that, then you might as well just do it because you're too dumb. It's like that's her excuse. When someone does that, they consider them as a dumb person. No, they consider them as a person who goes through a lot. They consider it as a person who doesn't have anyone to talk to. They consider it as someone who has nothing. My family was blaming me over money. It's like money, I guess, is that important to them, more important than their own child, to the point where they want to finger point at me. So, with that being the case, we had to make an unfortunate option. My girlfriend and I decided that it was best she did not come. It was really the most hardest thing I had to do because I really wanted my girlfriend there. But we tried. I told everyone that Christina should not bring her friend because, first of all, Sherry offered to pay with her money. Her friend offered to pay with his dad's money. So it wasn't even with his actual money. So it's like, it's just not fair. It wasn't fair. Now you're probably thinking, why couldn't she come regardless? Because at the time we had a Mercedes, and the Mercedes was too small to fit 5 people. It's like now with the Nissan, we could have had her with us because it could fit 5 people. But unfortunately, that was not the case. And it's unfair that it had to come to that. I didn't want it to. So I'm going to try to get this video done as fast as possible. So, you know what? Let's just fast forward to July. In July, the vacation came. And we ended up in Algonquin. And Sherry was heartbroken. She was heartbroken. She sounded like she was basically blaming me for the situation, even though it wasn't technically my fault. She was letting my mom get to her head, and then I was so fed up. I was so pissed off because I'm just like thinking, why is it that everyone is blaming me for this? This wasn't even my fucking fault. I could not control my money. I don't know why these dumb people don't get that. I'm not trying to be mean, but like it pisses me off. It angers me that everyone was blaming me for this when really this was not even my part as well. This was on them too. First of all, with my girlfriend, she needs to stop listening to her sister because her sister does not run her life. She has money, she works for it, she can do whatever she wants with it. If she wants to go buy a sex costume or some shit like that, go the hell ahead. I don't give a fuck. It's your money, do whatever you want. It's like as simple as that. You work for your money, you can do whatever you want with it. I don't care. Like, that's the thing. First things first with that. Sherry's sister, if it weren't for her stopping her from offering that money, we would never have gotten in that mess to begin with. But, anyways, for the whole 3 days, me and my girlfriend were just fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting. I couldn't even enjoy my vacation without her texting me, getting so upset over something that was not my fault. She was bitching at me over it when she should have just been bitching at mom. She should have texted mom, bitching at her for it. But no, she had to bitch at me as if I'm mom's counselor. Like what could I have done? Answer me that. What could I have done? I did not have any money. Like I tried. The worst part is, this year my family originally said they're going on vacation, but now they're not. But I'm letting my mom know in advance because she watches the videos that I'm not. If you are replanning on going on a vacation this summer, I'm not going. I won't go because, guys, last year was really hard for me, and it still to this day is difficult for me to process that we went through all this trouble over a vacation. It's like we're that dysfunctional where we can't even decide on a vacation. Now you're probably thinking, why would I not want to go now? Can't things change? Not really, because Christina's unfortunately gonna have that friend of hers with her again. Then we're gonna have to go through the whole process of finding a van, and then we won't be able to afford it. And I'll have to look at my girlfriend and say, "You're not coming anymore." So I'm not going anymore. I made a promise that I'm not gonna go. So unless if we really will have a van or something where my girlfriend can go, forget it. I'm not dealing with that shit no more. It's like I'm sorry. I'm sorry to my family. I'm sorry that they're this low intelligent because they started pointing fingers at me like, oh, fuck you. No, fuck. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say something I'm gonna regret. It's just really hard, guys. It's hard and it's unfair because I just wish that my family was better. I wish that they could be more understanding. But unfortunately, that's not how life works. But yeah, guys, that's what happened during the process of this trip. It wasn't fair because we haven't gone for so long, and the fact that everyone blamed me for it is the reason why I only remember the videos of the vacation, but the outside part of those memories I will probably forget easily. I don't remember them. I don't. My family is not the best. It's not. But you know what, guys? I will say this: not family isn't basically perfect. Family is a Rubik's cube. Let's just say it like that. Family is like a Rubik's cube. You try to solve the pieces to put it all together to keep the family all together. Because one minute you're together, next minute you're not, next minute you are again, but next minute you're not. It's like a whole back and forth puzzle that you need to solve. And lately I feel like I've been just solving it all by myself. Because every time my family goes through a distress situation or a problem, I'm the one that always steps in to try to help. Even though they say they don't need my help, let's be honest. If it weren't for me most of the time, they would probably be fucked. They probably would. First of all, number one, if it wasn't for me, I wouldn't have made this YouTube channel for them. We wouldn't have all these memories on camera to relive the memories. It's like the low intelligence my family has is ridiculous. Sorry, guys. If you're wondering why my eyes are closed right now, it's because they feel heavy. I'm getting a bit tired. I'm just gonna chug the shit out of this monster when I'm done. But yeah, with that being said, yeah, that was the story of why things just went so fucked up during that time. And maybe that's why me and my mom are still fighting because sometimes I bring it back up because she actually to this day still believes she did nothing wrong. She thinks that me, I guess, forcefully trying to have more money for her is an okay thing. And I guess she thought that my girlfriend not being there was an okay thing. It's like, it's not fair because my family is very stubborn and my mom has a severe fight or flight. She easily will not give in. Like, that's the thing with her. It doesn't matter what. It's like if, let's say, she broke an expensive vase, she'll just, like, look at you and say, I never did that. In the end, she'll think you're delusional. She'll think you're stupid. I sometimes I've been calling her a narcissist as well. A narcissist, for those that don't know what it is a definition of an abusive parent. And I'll be honest, now she's not, but during that time she was kind of being abusive because like I really did try. I tried with everything I had, and she showed no signs of trust. No signs of trust whatsoever. She mostly showed greediness and ungratefulness. She should have just been grateful that at least I offered something. I didn't offer $5 or $50 or just even 100. I offered $300. But I guess for her it just wasn't enough. Guys, I'm just gonna fall asleep here. Thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and don't forget to watch today's videos. I gotta go. Take care, and my beard is itchy. Have a good day, everyone. I'm just